cruises. Hey, lots of fun, lots of games. It's a tremendous experience. Lots of people take cruises to get away from it all. But what happens if things don't go quite as we would like them to go and you need to sue the cruise line? Well, that takes us to this week's case. It involves a real case, real man. Unfortunately, a fellow from England, and he took a cruise that left Miami on Royal Caribbean, sailed around the Caribbean, came back to Miami, and he came down with Legionnaire's disease as a result of bacteria that was contained in the water system on the ship. And unfortunately, he died. He died. So his family brought suit, and they brought suit in the United States. They brought suit actually in Miami itself. And they wanted to go forward with that suit in the United States because the kind of damages that you can get, the awards for basically medical expenses, funeral expenses, pain and suffering, etc., in Florida, are better than what they could have gotten if they would have brought the suit in England. So they wanted to bring the suit in Florida, and they did that. Royal Caribbean jumped up and said, no, hang on a second, you can't bring suit here in Florida because under the contract, in that contract for passage that was contained in that ticket packet that you were given, there is a choice of forum clause. And the choice of forum clause says that if you're going to sue us, you have to sue us either in England or Wales. England or Wales, because that's where you were living when you originally booked passage, and that's where the travel agent was. They said, no, no, no. We want to bring suit here in the United States and in Florida because that's where we actually took the trip, and that's where things went wrong, and that's where, unfortunately, death took place. Therefore, we want to bring the suit here in Florida. Well, the case went forward in federal court. Federal court looked at this and said, okay, well, this is an issue. This is an issue. But it examined the law that does apply here in the United States, and said, you know what? The choice of forum clause that's contained in that ticket packet is valid and is enforceable. And yes, Royal Caribbean, you are right, and unfortunately, heirs of the decedent, you are wrong, and you must bring suit in England. I mean, you can still bring suit, but you're going to have to bring it in England, and we recognize that there may not be the same kind of recovery that you could get as in Florida. But that actual forum clause that is in the contract does control. Okay, now this is an important thing to know. This is what we learned from this case, that when you're involved in travel, many times the contract for travel, whether it's a ticket or, in this instance they said the ticket packet, will set forth where you have to bring suit if things go wrong. You should be aware of that. You should be aware of that. Now, sometimes it is possible to circumvent that and bring suit where the harm takes place, whether it's Miami or someplace else. Sometimes even when you book hotel rooms, such as in Las Vegas, and I think we've talked about this in one of our prior video blogs, a case in Las Vegas, someone who had booked the passage from New Jersey. They traveled from New Jersey to Las Vegas, but they booked the hotel rooms in New Jersey before they got to Las Vegas, and when they got to Las Vegas, some things went wrong in the hotel. They brought suit back in New Jersey, and there the court threw it out, said you have to go to Las Vegas, to Clark County, Nevada, in order to bring suit, because that's what your contract provides, the contract that had been written by the hotel. You need to be aware of this. You need to be aware of this. There's lots of travel that takes place. People attend conventions, people take cruises, and the big question is, what happens if things go wrong and you need to bring suit? Are you going to be happy with that choice of forum that has been inserted in that ticket, in that contract, by whomever you bought it from? Hey, we bring you this case, as we bring you cases every week, so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.